Yes.
We are back, y'all, with another episode. With
Welcome
another,
back. Life
yep.
by you.
Yes. Happy New Year, because this will be up and or broadcast, whatever you want to say, published in the new
Yeah,
year.
it'll be up after the new year.
Yeah. So, we felt it was fitting to kind of talk about that new year energy. I know we have an episode about, new year, new wellness and all that other stuff, but we
Yeah.
kind of wanted to talk about just overall goals. We think wellness definitely should be part of your goals, but you might have other things you want to accomplish this year. And there's so many different ways you can plan for doing that. Vision boarding is one way you definitely can.
Mhm. Hot topic 2022.
Yep. But we also just wanted to kind of touch on some of, I think it would be good if we kind of touched on some of the things we do individually to kind
Okay.
of make our goals happen. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, we could maybe provide some suggestions to you guys. So, realistic suggestions, you know what I mean?
Very realistic.
So you guys can make some things happen in 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exciting times.
I know. So, Jen, what would you say is like, when you have like something big vision, something, I mean, shoot, you've done a lot this year, okay? Like you've
Yes.
done a lot this year. So, when you start out and set out to create something new and launch something, like what's the first thing you do? Like, what do you mentally do to prepare?
The first thing I do is I write stuff down.
Mm.
Um, I haven't done a vision board since after I met my husband. So it's been quite some time since I've done my own vision board.
Mm-hmm.
But they do help. Everything I wanted, I put on my vision board and it did manifest, including my husband and even the ring that I'm wearing.
Hey.
All that was on my vision board 6 years ago. So for me, I start off, I write stuff down, and I don't necessarily need the vision board as much as I used to because I'm able to feel
Mm.
what it is that I want and how I will feel when I have it.
Mm.
So I think people miss that very important part when it comes to vision boards. They think it's just putting a picture up on a board and it's going to manifest itself. And it's a little bit more than that. It's not much more than that, but it's a little bit more. I think the vision board is definitely a great guide, roadmap, reminder of what your vision is and where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I think having a vision board could be a great tool.
mhm.
Um, Especially if you are a visual person. It could be a great reminder because I think I'm a fan of writing down things too.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't necessarily vision board it. I have a vision board. I haven't done a vision board in like 3 years now.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm excited because just so you guys know, we are having a vision board event on the
Yeah.
15th of January
Yes.
at Obsidian Yoga, Jennifer's
Yes.
yoga studio. And we'll be doing vision boarding there. But it's not going to be your typical vision board situation. It's a lot of it's going to be what we're talking about today, for instance, I think, and actually putting into action together. But yeah, I'm one of those people who I love seeing things on a daily basis. So I'm not in my office right now, but in my former office, I have my vision board in my office, and so I'm looking at it almost daily because I
Mhm.
typically do something in there every day. And a lot of those things have come to fruition in some sort of fashion, and I
Right.
think that repetitive behavior of seeing it
Yep.
it imprints into my subconscious so
Yep.
that when I am out in the real world, when I'm out and about or making my daily decisions,
Right.
my subconscious is like, hell yeah, do this, or no. This ain't going to get you
Right.
closer to where you want to go.
Right.
And so even if you don't want to do a vision board, for instance, I even think, I got some sticky notes here, but even writing sticky notes down and putting it on
Yes.
your mirror or putting it
Your
on your computer,
car.
your car, your
Mhm.
monitor, and it could be a dollar amount. It could
Mhm.
be, the man or the partner you want, or
Yep,
whatever it may be, the car you want, something like that. I think seeing things, at least for me, repetitively again acts as a reminder for my subconscious so I make decisions that are ultimately aligned to the vision I want to accomplish and the goals that I want.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
when you're allowing your subconscious mind to be reminded of a picture or a saying or a quote or whatever it is, you are actually logging into the frequency of that
Mm.
actual thing. And so
Yeah.
the more you're in tune with the frequency, that's what's going to draw that into your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So a lot of people miss that part too. So
I
everything
agree.
is energy, everything is frequency. We all know that. And if we don't,
Yes.
then we weren't paying attention in physics and certain science classes. I know I wasn't. I didn't learn that till later in life. And I wish I would have paid more attention because it completely fascinates me now to like learn this stuff. Like, oh my God, that's a frequency. What? Oh my God. So turning your frequency to match with the frequency of what you're trying to attract. That is the bottom line, you guys. And
Mm.
sometimes that comes through music, sometimes that comes through vision boards, sometimes that comes through self talk, sometimes that comes from journaling,
Mm-hmm.
meditation, prayer. There's a lot of different ways to get your mindset into the frequency in which you are trying to attract.
Yeah. Tapping into that higher frequency just
Yeah.
automatically elevates you. Let's talk a little bit about that because I feel like this could be a whole episode. I was
Yes.
researching episode topics and I was thinking we could talk about higher frequency. So maybe we'll have to
Go
shelf
deeper.
that. But
Yeah.
some people don't even, I feel like some people are like, what? What does that even mean? And, I'm not a science expert either. But
Me
if you were to explain frequency, I mean, frequency is energy, but like, how would you describe it to someone who doesn't even
I would
get it?
describe it like a radio station.
Mm.
So every radio station back in the day, we used to change the dial, remember, and go to 95.7, 97.7, whatever, right? So it's kind of the same thing. Everything has a frequency. Your
Mm.
microphone in front of you has a frequency. Okay, your glasses has a frequency. We
Mm.
have a frequency. So because nothing is solid, right? Everything is actually vibrating.
Mm.
And this goes back to science, and I don't know all the terms, so bear with me. But because we're not solid and we're all energy and particles, we have frequencies that go with that.
Mm.
And in order to tap into what it is you want, you need to match the frequency. That doesn't always mean
Mm.
it's good. A lot of people run the frequency of negativity in their life. That's why they attract a car accident. They
Ooh.
attract a bad lover. They attract a bad day at work because they were in that frequency that day. Or
Yeah.
maybe a little while ago and it just keeps running in the back in the subconscious mind and it's playing, 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 even though you're sitting up there doing your positive affirmations. Guess what's going to win? It's the subconscious. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the positive affirmation that you're saying 1,000 times a day until it registers into the subconscious mind.
That I love the way you broke that down. I couldn't have done that. So thank you.
You're so welcome.
In a lot of ways, I'm still learning, and I get it. And I think for me, what I identify with is that you are what you think. You create your own reality. You attract what you put out there.
Yes.
And so if you're putting out, like you said, all that negative energy, even if you act, put it on a front or, fake it until you make it, like
Yeah.
the truth is still out there.
No,
And
that's
you're,
so true.
if things aren't taking a turn to where you want to go, where, kind of bringing it back to the goals. If you're not accomplishing things, you might need to keep it real with yourself on what you're really putting out there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And do that check because um, yeah, I think for me, this is definitely tapping into some things for me where I recall moments in my life in the past where it's almost like that woe is me, like why aren't things going the way that I
Yes.
want it? And once I decided to shift and realize, things aren't happening to me, I have far more control over what I allow to
Yes.
enter into my life.
Oh, here's a good one.
It, mm,
God doesn't want me to have it.
mm,
When I
mm,
hear people say that, I'm like,
girl.
okay.
Mm,
I leave it alone because I know that that can
I
go
know.
down a rabbit hole for people.
Same. Yeah.
But but we are made in the likeness and the image of God.
Or
Therefore,
whatever you
God
believe.
dwells in us.
Yes.
So we don't have to give our power away.
No.
We essentially have the same power because God
Hmm.
dwells within us. And I think that's just the
Hmm.
hardest part for me being a manifester and seeing people. It's like, no, 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 you're giving your power away, babe. You can control this. You make your reality. God, the universe wants you to have everything that you want. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Even if it's not good for you, they
Yep.
still gonna let you have it.
Yep.
So it's you really are creating your own reality.
Hmm.
So I love when
No.
you said that.
No, I mean, and that's why, for me at least, and I know this might trigger or some people be like, nah, y'all going to a different place. But some people wonder why bad things happen to bad people. And I mean, to happen to people. And it's,
Are good people.
or good people, yes. Why do bad things happen to good people? And I do think it has a lot to do with the frequency in which you've been
Yes,
attracting and what you're allowing into your bubble and your space. So
100%.
yeah, I mean, it it definitely a delicate thing.
It is.
Um, because it can be,
It could be
we've had
overwhelming.
side conversations about this for sure.
No, because it could be over. It, trust me, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
God, universe, higher
Yeah.
power. We all know that
Yeah.
there's something higher and bigger than us.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we agree with that. It's just I
Mhm.
don't like it when people don't think that they themselves have the power to
Agreed.
create the life that they truly want. Like everything's out of their hands. They put it in the
I
hands of the
agree.
priest, the preacher, the
Yep.
nurse, the therapist, the whomever, the doctor.
Yep.
And you can't do that. You can't give your power away to anyone. The guru. And I was good for that. I always wanted a guru. Save me. Save me, guru. And it's not going to
Right.
happen.
No. Everybody wants that magical pill or that magical word or whatever it may be that's just going to either fix everything or just reason, quote unquote, reason everything when you can't explain it.
Yeah.
And I think people fail to give themselves accountability
Mhm.
in terms of their own power. Some people are willing to submit that power,
Yeah.
and again, I have family members who it's like a broken record. That's just the way it is. That's just what happens to people. Blah blah. It is what it is, and it's just like it ain't gotta be like that.
No, it doesn't. But that is the
And
programming. That's the
I
programming
know
from childhood and taking on
it
somebody
is.
else's story and
Oh,
energy. I
girl.
mean, this is like peeling back the layers. That's why when I
Hmm.
said on my first, I think, YouTube video, it's like you have to forget everything you've ever known and literally rebuild your own belief system. I don't care what
Seriously.
age you're at. Question
Hmm.
everything that you've been taught thus far
Hmm.
in your
Hmm.
journey, question it, check on
Yep.
it, research it. Is that your true belief? Or is that somebody
Hmm.
else's that you picked up along the way? The teacher, the therapist,
Girl.
whatever. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? What
Absolutely.
resonates
And
with
because
you?
Absolutely, and you have to do that. Again, bringing it back to accomplishing your goals and your dreams, you have to do that type of work in order to start fulfilling bigger and bolder things.
Yes.
To have those transformations, those awakenings. I mean, a lot of ways, what we're kind of talking about is having an awakening
Oh,
in order to
yeah.
have that
Yeah.
transformation. And that's really when you start doing that type of work, that's when accomplishing goals and dreams almost becomes easy. Am I
Yes.
wrong?
No, you get on a roll, you start getting on a pattern where you're just like,
Right.
oh my gosh, oh my God, the parking space just opened up for me. And look at this. I
Right.
got extra money back in the mail. Wasn't even expecting it. Like you're on a whole different frequency. Now you're just starting to get abundant and blessed and
Mhm.
happy. And
Mhm.
the person walking down the street smiled at you or complimented you, and you were just like, oh, okay, because now you're on a whole
Right.
different frequency.
Yep. I totally agree with you. And I think that once you start allowing yourself to be comfortable and getting uncomfortable
Mm,
and opening yourself up
mm-hmm.
to new experiences and opening up your
Mm-hmm.
mindset, because that's just all internal work,
Yeah.
I feel like, and people are not going to understand it. People are, because not everyone's on that same journey. Not everyone's willing to be that
Nope.
open, to transform,
No.
to accomplish things. And honestly, sometimes the road to success, whatever your level of success is, can be lonely
Yes.
because people are okay with just
Okay.
the basic things are okay. Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay for them. But if you're listening to this episode, you probably want something more than the
Yeah.
basic thing going on in life. Like you want to level up. You want to do the next thing. And so sometimes to go up a level, you might be the only one up there. And you got to be willing to say goodbye to what's underneath you. And saying goodbye to what's underneath you can be really uncomfortable. That's a comfort level. You know what it's
Totally.
like to be where you're at. And this goes into, and I'm talking to myself right now. This goes into whether you're trying to uplevel your
Yeah.
fitness, your business, whatever it may be. In order to like turn up, I mean, you've got to turn out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Look, I'm trying to find the right word, but
No, I mean, listen, my husband and I are doing a vegan diet. Not everybody is
mm-hmm.
on board with the vegan diet. We get invited out to go to restaurants and dinners and this and that. And people, they want to be like, oh, that's cool, but you're not going to eat that? They're not on the same
Yeah,
journey we're on. So now we're in a position where we're
no,
like, no, we can't eat that. We're on this vegan diet. And sometimes it makes other people feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because they're like, they want to break bread with you.
mm,
They want to enjoy like they used to. And now they're
yeah.
feeling like, well, damn, they're not eating that anymore. So, yeah, the road to health, wellness, wealth, all that can be very
Yep.
lonely if you are around people who definitely are not on that same path. Yeah, you're going to be a little bit lonely. But the cool thing, the universe, God, source, he will bring people
Mm-hmm.
into your life that will help you along the way.
Amen. You are so that you hit it spot
Yeah.
on. You're absolutely right. Once you accept that you're going to enter into this awakening or transformation, you'll be surprised what could be introduced to
Mhm.
you and what you'll now be open. Like you said, that's parking space will be open. The abundance will start pouring in, and that abundance could be people. That enter your life. I feel like you're one of those people,
Oh,
by the
thank
way.
you.
So.
The universe definitely wanted us to meet.
I agree. Yeah.
Definitely. There was
Yeah.
no doubt about it. So,
No, I feel that. And that's the thing. And I think you and I both feel the same way. We really want people to feel. Well, let me take a step back. I am pleasantly surprised by myself sometimes. And we're a few days before the end of the year. So I'm looking back over the year. And I was even looking at your content from over the
mhm.
year. For those who don't know, I manage Jennifer's social media content. And I was just looking at everything we've accomplished, and I feel like there's been so much
Yeah.
growth. And at least for me personally, I'm just like, dang, I feel such a level of confidence. Like I stepped away from a lot of things, but in order to do that, um, in order to say no created so many more
Right.
yeses for me. And there were points of it where I felt lonely. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Where is this going or
Right.
whatever. But with everything said and done, I feel very joyful and confident. And I just want that for everybody. I want that feeling. Nothing's perfect. Let me
No.
make sure everything's
Right.
clear. But did I accomplish everything that I wanted to? No. But some things I accomplished, things came into me, downloaded into me mid-year, towards the end of the year,
Right.
whatever it may be. And I accomplished those things. Things
Mhm.
shifted. And I'm proud of what I've done. So one, I hope people feel that opportunities are available to them if they're willing to create them and to do the
Right.
work. Um, and it's so easy to get caught up in this hype of, especially during the new year, I'm going to do all the things. give yourself some grace and some
Yeah.
time and understand things will
Yeah.
evolve.
They will.
There's moments where you're like, I know what the hell I'm doing. And there's going to be moments where you're like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And that's part of the
But
journey. That's part of the
but if
journey.
you don't ask yourself at one point, what the hell am I doing? Then you're doing something wrong.
Right.
Because even I do that now. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And I'll call MJ and be like, "Oh, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing." She's like, remember the goal. Oh, yeah. Because you get so distracted with life and busyness and things, and life happens. And you can get
Mm-hmm.
distracted really easy, you know.
Girl.
So it's like you need those people, or you need to be reminded it's okay, like you said, give
Mm-hmm.
yourself some grace. Nothing is going to be perfect. As long as every day you get up with a good attitude, a good mindset. I'm going to give it my best today. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
try to spread as much love and light as possible. I think you're doing the
Mm,
world a great service.
mm,
Not
I
just yourself,
agree.
the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, because you want to think about the impact that you're going to leave. I mean, tomorrow is not
Mm-mm.
promised. This life is a gift. I don't know if what people believe afterwards, but for right now, let's just talk about what we got
Right.
right now. Um, this moment is a gift. If you're alive listening to this, it's a
Yeah.
gift, and take full fledged. Um, what is it? Use it. Take full
Enjoy the
benefit of it.
ride. It's a
Yes,
journey
enjoy
of
the ride.
experiences. I say it all the time, good or
Yeah.
bad. Nothing is
Mhm.
wasted. It's
Mhm.
all just an experience.
It is. Sometimes it feels like an experiment, but
No, for sure. Yeah. But if you look at it from the perspective of, oh, I went through this because of this. If you can
Mhm.
always look at your situation through a different lens, it just helps
Mhm.
get through life a little easier. And I have to remind
Mhm.
myself of that too, because 2021 was a challenging year. And
Whew.
there was a point where I didn't think, I mean, I knew I was going to make it, but it just felt like I was like, I can't do this.
Mhm.
And MJ was there, and I was like, I can't do this. You're like, yes, you can. I can't do this. So my point is, and now I'm like, I made it, and I don't even care about that situation anymore. And we'll talk about that later. We're not going to talk about it today. But the point is, you're going to go through ups and downs, but if you could just look at everything like
Mhm.
it's an experience, it will just help you with your
Mhm.
journey, I think. It doesn't make
Mhm.
it so heavy.
I agree. And nothing's permanent.
No.
You
Only
know what
thing
I mean?
constant is
Every
change.
day is a
The
new.
only thing constant is change. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And just looking at it as an opportunity. Today I tried my best. I didn't do all the things, but I
Hmm.
tried my best. And waking up, like you said, every day with today's a new opportunity. Let me try these things now, and again, every day, I feel like every day really is a gift. And if you're looking at it from that lens, you start chipping away
Hmm.
at things, and when because you're going to have these big bold moments where you hit these goals,
Yeah.
but it's those lull moments, those moments when things are lower, when things are boring. I hear that from people. I don't understand that one fully, but when things are boring or we're just like, I don't
Yeah.
want to do this, that's when you need to leverage those high points to pull you through to the
Yeah.
next high. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, you just got to enjoy the experience, like you said. You really got to enjoy the
And
experience.
just know
I think
it's
that's
an
so important.
experience. That's what people do. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm like, oh, it's just an experience. And I have to remind myself, I'm human,
Yeah.
but I really do try to
Same.
believe in that.
No, me too. This was a good reminder
Yeah.
for me.
Well, good. It's a good
Yeah.
reminder.
Well, guys.
I said,
Oh,
no,
go
it's a good
ahead. Sorry.
reminder. I'm with that.
Yeah. Well, guys, we will be going deeper into accomplishing your goals and your dreams and your vision for 2022 on January 15th at Obsidian Yoga here in Las
Yep.
Vegas. For those who listen in Vegas, we would love for you to join you. And if you're not in Vegas, even if you want to travel, I mean, we are not against that. Um,
Always a good time. Hello.
right. We promise you this is not going to be just your standard vision board party. Like this is we'll have the magazines and the supplies and stuff like that, but this is really about fine tuning your mindset, your belief system, um, to ensure that you're really stepping into this and to embody who you need to be to accomplish
Right.
those things. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you want to
We
add
just
any
want to
more,
help you
Jennifer.
learn how to really make your vision board come to life because it's more
Mm,
than just putting pictures on a board. So
yeah,
there's a little bit of stuff that
yeah,
has to go on behind the scenes, but we want to kind of walk you through that and teach you how to do that.
for sure, for sure. So come join us. We would love it. We'll have a link in the show notes so you can sign up and RSVP. And yes, we always appreciate you guys tuning
Yes.
in to chat and listen to
And
us.
Happy New Year.
And we will,
Yay.
yes, Happy New
2022.
Year. And we will catch 2022.
The best year yet.
Catch you. Yes, we'll catch you guys on the next
Bye.
episode. Thank you.